Welcome to another episode of TechTalk, everyone. Here we are, yet again, on a Friday. So I thought we'd talk about downtime and uptime. So obviously people probably know both downtime and uptime, but downtime being when you've got a bit of a cancelled job, or everyone tells me they've had a job being cancelled, and then I'm very quick to tell them, do you mean actually move forward? And they say, oh yeah, we'll move forward. So it's okay. Well, it hasn't been cancelled then. But I'm certainly hearing a bit of that at the moment. I think we've heard that from a bit of interstate stuff as well. So, you know, what are some things you can do to be proactive when you get said downtime? So, yeah, I guess we take on board a bit what the marketplace is talking about, and that's certainly something they're talking about. What are your thoughts, guys? I've got a few basic ideas that we could do, like, a bit of in-house training and catching up with staff, and maybe doing some safety reports and all that sort of fun stuff that just doesn't make you money. So, there obviously there's a few things like that, catching up on a bit of online stuff and everything else. But I think you're going to touch on that a bit more. Josh, what are your thoughts, Ben?
I just got to flag you there. You said in-house training and stuff that doesn't make you money.
I caught that too.
Well, are you making money when you're doing the training is what I was implying. Obviously, it does pay dividends when in the long term, of course.
That's called investing.
It is. But no, you're absolutely right. Of course, it's very much an investment. But I suppose I'm the sort of person where, I don't need downtime. My guys will be fully trained and ready to go at all times. But I guess that's just how I roll. But you're absolutely right, man. Training is never a waste of time by any means.
There's quite a few things you can do in downtime. I mean, Mike already mentioned that you could do the training of your staff. It's a great opportunity to get everybody on the same page again, or just refresh on things that, might have been reoccurring on jobs. Another good example is we get caught working in the business a lot. So a good opportunity to work on the business as well, whether it's tidying up the contracts or getting your social media posts in order, photos, things like that. But in saying that, if you're quiet during this period, let's say your main stream of customers is word of mouth. Now, what can you do to open up more channels for customers to find you? So basically diversifying or increasing your customer pool. So if you've never been online, good chances are you're not watching this video. So get online somehow, get your mate to tell you to get online, and then create, Instagram pages, websites. If you're not great with that sort of stuff, it's great to outsource. So even though it costs a bit of money to outsource, it could actually save you a lot of money in the future as well, and generate a lot of income.
It's funny, even just being present in the marketplace can quite often generate interest from, fellow colleagues in the industry, seeing what you do and what you're about. If they come to a point where they're overwhelmed with work, they think, well, I've seen this guy around a bit, and I see what sort of stuff he does online, and it might be worth picking up the phone and calling, because I don't mind putting my name to his or hers.
Yeah, absolutely. Collaboration is a big one, which I think will transition into Josh's upturn as well. It could work either way.
You guys have kind of just talked about everything I was going to talk about. So, my lips are sealed next time before Tech Talk. That's okay. I'll talk about the uptime. My advice to the guys in the uptime who are already busting right now this time of year, because it's that funny time of year where people are transitioning from holidays to working, and sites are obviously having the same things, trying to get the trades to all come in, and not everyone's starting at the same time. So they're kind of a bit of an upset to schedules and programs. My, word of advice is be careful of those guys right now that have got the downtime, because they're really investing in creating their presence in the marketplace. And if you are busy right now, and a lot of your work is from word of mouth, you're going to suffer the potentially becoming obscure in the marketplace, because you're already so busy right now, but they're getting all the attention because they're creating it in the marketplace. And it only takes a couple of jobs to go to somebody else. My advice is be careful of those guys. And going back to what Milan was saying before, investing in getting these platforms up and running, it's if you already have the platform, the social media and that sort of stuff, it's really good to have an understanding of what you want it for, what you want to achieve, who you're trying to find. And the other thing that Milan mentioned before is outsourcing some of this stuff. When you're busy, you can't do it yourself. Outsourcing is a good idea if you know what you want. So it's really, we really actually need to get crystal clear about what type of, revenue targets, and we don't like to talk about those types of things, do we? But what type of revenue targets that you want month in, month out because revenue targets are going to go like this if you're not shooting for them and trying to flatline through the year on something. Or keep it consistent cash flow, which we need as a company. But getting a good idea, crystal clear image of what your business requirements are, and then understanding what you're prepared to pay for that to ensure that you're reaching that. You might go, okay, in order for me to bring in an outsource, I actually need to increase that to make it worth it. Because having to pay a small amount to get a bigger amount is a great thing, but you've got to know how much you're willing to spend to make that work and what that ratio is going to look like before you go to market to do that. But, these are just some things that I would recommend when you're busy, outsourcing that type of stuff and remaining present in the marketplace so people can see it, because you've got to be careful of those guys who have got the time right now to do it themselves and, basically make you guys disappear.
So basically, if you've got some downtime at the moment, get on the front foot, put yourself out there. A good thing with obviously the social media side of things, and if you are doing it yourself and that thing, obviously, it's basically free. So that's always, something for nothing there that can really pay some dividends. And then by the same token, Josh, if you're spoiled for work at the moment and you've got so much on at the moment, I guess just not to get complacent, just to try and just keep that vibe out there. Absolutely. And if you have got lots of work, that means you've got lots of ammunition for posting. It's very, 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 very good. But good one, guys. We're going to keep the streamlined format and nice quick tech talk today. And also too, just obviously comments below and that sort of thing. And people have got some really good ideas of what they do during uptime and downtime. It'd be great to get some feedback as well, if you've got time. That would be great.
That's right. Mike, you're going to finish up with a song?
I'm going to finish up with a song. Big, glorious beer, frothy kind of ailments.
Fantastic. What a good way to kick off the weekend. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a great one.
Awesome.
See ya. Meeting warning. That's the life.
That's all the credit we have left.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's put more money into this thing.